Hello, Moto Heads, and welcome to our first night of the Monday Night Triple Crowns. Our first track is the San Diego 2025. We got our game face on the line next to Mr. Hizzle. The gate is down. We got a good jump. We got 9 riders that showed up. Oh, got a little bump from behind there. All right, Moto Heads, this is a pretty intense start so far. All these riders should be fairly equal in skill. All right, that's Fangster right in front of us on his Kawasaki in the pink. We got a good drive through the whoops. We got around him. Oh, somebody went off the track right there, Moto Heads, and took the wrong line, in my opinion. We came through a little bit faster. All right, we are in second place. Halfway through lap 1. Can't complain about this. Oh, and whoever that was, they just went off the track. All right, we got over the triple. And we got somebody right behind us. Hopefully, everybody in this lobby, in this pseudo league, Outlaw league, if you will, a league with no Discord, hopefully we are all similarly skilled. We are all the misfits, all the riders that don't quite do so well in some of the bigger leagues. Some could say that we're a little bit special needs in this league, but we're still not that slow. All right, we are still in the lead, Moto Heads. I am liking this. So in these Monday Night Triple Crowns, we do a track from the 2025 season, a track from the 2024 Supercross season, and then a track from the stock season. And we're going to do a total, whoa, tough blocks flying. We just messed up that rhythm section, but we still got a 4-second lead. All right, so this week, obviously, we are doing San Diego, where we are right now from the 2025 season. And directly after this, we will be racing Salt Lake City from the 2024 season. And then last but definitely not least this evening, we will be racing the stock Oakland Supercross track. Pretty excited about this. Like I said, this is our first time doing it. Not using the Discord. Kind of an invite-only sort of affair. And most of these people I love to race with. I shouldn't say most of them, all of them. That's why they got the invites. And I'm a little surprised that we are still in first place in this 10-minute Moto number 1 of the Monday Night Triple Crowns. And one of our goals here with this Monday Night Triple Crown racing is to put a hurt on Monday Night Football, maybe put them out of business, maybe put the NFL completely out of business, Moto Heads, with our superior format. All right. We do, our lead is slightly dwindling here, so we do have somebody coming up behind us. It looks like it's Keto. Oh, we came up short there. Number 26. And we are holding fast, but he is making up time. I'll be curious to see what his fast lap time is after this first main event moto is over. This is a fairly easy track in my opinion. Yep, number 26. He's only a second behind us. Behind him is number 90, Nuggets. And then it looks like number 19, Moto Sensei. Okay, so around the outside, we're doing pretty well. We're still in the lead. Oh, coming up short right there. We can't afford to do those sorts of things. Oh, and we hit a tough... Uh-oh. Our lead is definitely in jeopardy. Yep, there he is, Keto. Number 26 on Team Kawasaki. I forget the name of his team offhand. Apologies to Keto. His partner on that team is Nugget. Or I should say Nuggets. Oh, speaking of which, there he is right there, number 90. Wow, both of those guys pretty much just went flying right past us there, Motoheads. Okay. We're more than halfway through this first main event of this Triple Crown event. And we got to just concentrate here. Oh, coming up short. And it looks like these two guys, these two Kawasaki guys, are pulling away from us here. Big thanks to everybody who came out to race this Monday evening. If anybody out there who is watching this is interested in duking it out with us here, what you want to do is send me a friend request on the PlayStation Network. My name on the PlayStation Network is Highwatered, and I will accept that friend request. Oh, we are getting sweated by 4th place. We got it. We got to at least get this podium in the first moto here, Motoheads, if we stand a chance to get a win still, or on the podium for the overall, salvage some points. But yeah, it looks like both Nuggets in second place and Keto there up in front are starting to stretch out the lead on me. And Moto Sensei is intimidating us. I can hear his motor barking behind us here. Alright, we just made up some time on second place. Number 90. Alright, so I would approve your friend request and then invite you into a couple lobbies. And if you're not too crazy fast. Oh, we got around him, Motoheads. He got reset. Back into second place. And you're not too crazy slow. This is kind of like the Goldilocks league. Some people might call this the dumb kids Goldilocks league. Anyway, if you're just right, if your porridge is just the right temperature and all that good stuff, then we'll sign you up and you can get in here and duke it out with us. No Discord required. And just the fact that 9 people showed up this evening has got me tickled pink, I must say. Alright, Motoheads. We are now 5 seconds behind the leader. We've made up some time on him. He must have made a couple mistakes. We're just trying to be as consistent as we can as this first main event of this Triple Crown winds down. We got 1.5 minutes left, plus a lap, here in San Diego. Alright, logging in another lap here. And we still got number 90, Nuggets, right behind us. Saucy Nuggets, they call him. And behind him is still Moto Sensei, and we went off the track and got reset. And he got back around us, Motohead. Same place we got around him, in a similar way. Alright, that's okay. He's still right there, and we just blotched that section, and he greased it. Wow, okay, so we are still on the podium here. And you know what? Moto Sensei is right behind us. It looks like Nuggets just made another mistake. We're probably going to have 2 laps left, it looks like. Alright, I think we got him covered here, Motoheads. We're going to at least finish in second place. The leader is 10 seconds out front. All right, so I am focused, locked down. I got locked in my pocket and down AF. And that was terrible. We just completely ruined any chance we had to get on the podium. And as a matter of fact, well, we do have a complete lap. Anything can happen. We came up short again. Fourth place seems to be closing in on us. So we can't afford to make any mistakes as we get the white flag here in San Diego, Motoheads. 0 mistakes. Number 26, Keto, still out front. Second place is Saucy Nuggets. And we are in third place, rounding out the podium. Oh, I just saw a shadow behind us. That's Moto Sensei. He wants this podium finish, I guarantee you that. Oh, and we missed that quad. Did that little crazy corner double there. He is right on us. This is a very exciting finish here in the first main event. We got one more turn. All we can do is our line, and oh, we came up a little long there. All right, Motoheads, we got a third place. Now look at the lap times here. Look at the top 4 and keep going down even. That's what I'm talking about. That's what this little pseudo league, this outlaw weirdo league, is all about. All right, let's get into main event number 2. Salt Lake City 2024. Here we go for the second main event of this Triple Crown on this Monday night. We got our game face on. The gate is down. Shows the complete inside here at Salt Lake City. A little bit of a time travel. Jumping over the tabletop. Oh, a little bit long there. Ruined that section, and I'm just getting hit. Probably messed up those guys behind us here, Motoheads. Oh, we're still in the lead, though. That was a close one. We definitely could have gone down there. And there was somebody behind us on a Kawasaki showing us a wheel. In the first main event, the winner was number 26, Keto. Followed up by number 90, Saucy Nuggets. And we rounded out the podium. Right now this race is looking pretty good. It looks like we're stretching a very small lead out. Just over a second. All right, we're going to go for this rhythm again. This time we nailed it right there. A little bit long into the corner, but I will take that. And we still got a rider or two right behind us. All right, over the small double into the whoops. Keeping the momentum up. One little mistake, Motoheads, and we will not be in the lead any longer. We got at least 2 or 3 dudes right behind us. Okay, I like to hug the inside here. I'm just doing the on-off on the tabletop. That's also a good line. I'm not sure what the fastest line through there is. I'm sure there's a big, huge hero line that I'm missing. All right, we've got a 2-second lead now, Motoheads. A little bit of comfort. We know that we can go to the outside, and we got room to not be hizzled. Okay, over the big Supercross triple. And here I like to step on, step off, and hug the inside, like I said earlier. I really do like this track. All right, over the table, hucking that one, and then all the way into the turn. And I got to be honest with you, I am being selfish on the way that I'm picking these tracks that we are going to race. I'm letting people know the tracks a week in advance. I'm not picking them until right after the race, so I don't even know what race or what tracks we will be racing next week yet, but I will let everybody know this evening. But I can say they will be tracks that I like. I'm being selfish in that way. And if any of the competitors here in this Outlaw Pseudo Monday night Triple Crown Supercross B-Class League has any favorite tracks, comment in this video. We'll sneak them into week 3. No promises. All right, so we still got a lead. We're still hitting our marks here. We still got 6 minutes left in this race. And we still have somebody behind us, about 2 seconds back. All right. It looks like in second place is Saucy Nuggets, with his teammate in tow there, number 26, it looks like. I can see Mr. Hizzle up there. And the Florida Roadrunner. We've got a couple new guys here that joined up from watching our videos. We've got Fangster. And we also have Lane. Over the finish line jump. We're about halfway through this race. And our lead is not very big. It looks like we got this Team Kawasaki duo. They're being stubborn about letting me get a race win here in the second main event. I probably have to win both the second and third main events in order to get an overall after getting a third in the first race. Because right now I'm looking at number 90 and number 26, who finished first and second in the first race, as my main competition going into the third race, just based on what I'm seeing right now. Big thanks to both Nuggets and of course Keto for participating. They're kind of a package deal. They're buddies. And I didn't know they were going to race until this evening. And I was delighted to hear that they were. All right, we got a pretty good, comfortable lead, in my opinion. Almost up to 4 seconds. Something must have happened behind us. And hopefully we can get at least this many riders to join in to these races. I would like to see the entire championship run its course without the numbers dwindling. As a matter of fact, I'd like to see the numbers grow. I was hoping for 10 riders or more this week. We got 9. That's pretty good. And I was hoping to finish in the top 5 out of those 10, or I should say 10 or more is what I thought may show up. And I was hoping to finish in the top 5. And so far so good, with a third in the first main. And we're currently holding down first place here at the 2024 Salt Lake City Supercross track. I have been to the Salt Lake City Supercross one time. I think that was like 2017 or something like that. I don't recall exactly. But I do know that Tomac smoked him. Of course, living in Colorado, Tomac's been my favorite rider ever since his first race in the Nationals. And I'll be honest, I'd never heard of him before that. I'm embarrassed to say. I usually know when the up-and-comers are coming and who they are. For some reason back then, I had no idea who Eli Tomac was. Whoa! Getting a little huckabuck there. And our lead just got chopped in half, if not more. It looks like we got number 26 right behind us. Getting a little bit nervous. A little bit of sweat on my palms. Oh, Jiminy Christmas, Moto heads. This is getting nutty. All right. Step on, step off, holding our lines. Hitting our marks, and it looks like Keto made a mistake behind us, Moto heads. Our lead is still 2 seconds, roughly. And this main event can't end soon enough. All I got to do is not choke. And the more you think about choking, well, you guys know the rest. All it takes is a little bit of adrenaline. And the race is over. We are getting the white flag the next time over the finish line jump. Okay, something happened. Something happened. Fairly good lead now, Moto heads. A little more comfortable. Oh, we just did the step on, step off unintentionally. All we got to do is this one last whoop section, and we got to win in the second race. Oh, I take it back. We still have a lap. I thought the race was over. I'm glad I was paying attention. It said last lap. I was expecting it to say first place. Okay, I got to reset my mind here, Moto heads. Oh man, just staggered through that corner like a drunk, like the town mayor. A little bit of panic, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, all right, something happened behind us again, luckily. And we got a pretty good lead. Whew. All right, so this time, one last time through the whoops. And then, Moto heads, we're going to go ahead and win this second main event here. All right, we got a first place in the second main. How cool is that? And it looks like Kato got in second. Then Saucy Nuggets, Moto Sensei, Moto X Monster, the Florida Roadrunner, and down the line. All right, Moto heads, let's go ahead and get into this last main event. It's the stock Oakland track, one of my all-time favorite tracks, lined up to the hazardous Mr. Hizzle. The gate is down. All right, Moto heads, we always line up to the very inside in Oakland, getting pushed right off the track. That was pretty crazy. All right, so we got a few guys in front of us, and it's time to get to work. People flying all over the place. Somehow we passed half the field right there, and then that rider just blotched the rhythm section. That's Nuggets, number 90, on the Kawasaki. All right, we're going to just, if he doesn't make a mistake quickly. Okay, so he just jumped all the way and doubled into that turn. That's something I don't do. And then we just did a slightly different line right there. All right, we're up on him, Moto heads. Bar to bar here. Oh, he just nudged us. Tried to nudge us into the pole, it looked like. All right. Saucy Nuggets is... Oh, more contact. This is a great fight. I love it. As we make the pass and into the lead. So far we have been very fortunate in this Triple Crown event to not get taken out by other riders, because you never know what's going to happen at the beginning of one of these things. All right, see we tripled into the turn there. I think that's a safer but slightly slower line. We just overjumped that. That's what I'm trying not to do. That's the one danger of the line we just did. All right, we got a pretty comfortable 3-second lead. And since we're here in Oakland, it's kind of our track. I'll just say that. I've got a good feeling. Now we still got another 8 minutes left in the race. Oh, the hazardous Mr. Hizzle just left the stadium. I hope he is okay. I don't know if that was an injury or a mechanical. Okay, Moto heads, I'm pretty comfortable with what we got going on here. You can see the riders coming the other direction. They're still pretty stacked up on top of each other. I do love some good competition, but it feels good to have a 5-second lead. Okay, I like to triple here. Some people do a slightly different line. And then here you got a quad, triple, and then triple over the short little tabletop there. Oh, we over jumped into the whoops there a little bit. Could have got a slightly better drive. Oh, came up short. Ooh, and again. Not a problem. Those little mistakes like that, not a big deal. When you got a 4-second lead, oh, our lead is shrinking. But it's still a pretty comfortable lead, and I'm pretty comfortable on this track. I do think I'm fairly consistent on a lot of the stock tracks. I don't do all the big, huge hero lines, but I keep it on 2 wheels most of the time and nail my nice, safe, consistent lines here. Over jumping into the whoops again. Oh, that was even worse. Not good. Not good, because whoever is behind us is also very consistent. Our lead is down to 2.5, 3 seconds now. All right, that was a little wide, a little messy. Okay, I'm realizing I can't afford to do those little mistakes after all. All right, who is behind us? Oh, it's number 19, Moto Sensei. I was expecting it to be either Nuggets or Keto, but it's Moto Sensei, and he has been slowly closing the gap. All right, this time we got a nice drive into the whoops. Ooh, maybe not, maybe not. That wasn't so good. Okay. Our lead is down to a second, but I am not going to give in to the pressure. Doing the on-off this time through there a little bit safer. You're not going to over-jump into that turn as easily. And he is right there, just giving us pressure. This is a fun race right here. Oh, I blew it. And here he comes. He just got right around us. We had like a 5-second lead, and we didn't really mess up too bad. He is on fire right now. We got back around him, Moto Heads. Moto Sensei is no joke. We've been battling out with this guy in a couple other leagues. And I'm glad we have crossed paths and that we're both in here right now. I was really hoping Super Sandy would show up as well. That would have been awesome if he was in here mixing it up with us. Wow, he is right behind us. I can't. Oh, what? Okay, something happened to him. Our lead's back up to 4 seconds. He must have got reset or went down. I'm assuming he went down probably in a terrible location to lose that much time. We got just over 3 minutes left in the third main event of this Triple Crown stock Oakland Supercross track. The 2 times I have been to Oakland to watch Supercross, the first time it was in 1979, and the last time it was in 2019. Those are the only 2 times that I've seen Supercross in Oakland. Had a great time both times. Obviously, the dates were spread apart a lot of technology changed, etc., etc., etc. But same building, same Coliseum, the Oakland Coliseum. All right, triple into the turn. Yeah, some of these guys are doubling into that turn. Like I said, I think it might be a little faster. Right now, our fastest lap time is a 52:02, which is good for us. We may have gotten down to a high 50 at one point or another, but I'm pretty sure my fastest lap here is like a 51, a low 51 point, I don't know, who knows. Ooh, that wasn't good. And once again, with 1.5 minutes and a lap left, it looks like second place. Oh no, we still got more than a 2-second lead. And I'm assuming we don't necessarily know who is in second, actually. We're about to find out when we go over the finish line jump. Okay, so that's Moto Sensei still in second place. We got a good gap on him. And I don't know if we're going to get the white flag. I don't think we're going to get the white flag the next time around. I think there's still going to be some time left on the clock. So we probably have 2 laps left once we cross the finish line jump. But we will see here. Oh no, off the track. Okay, saved it. Didn't lose too much time there, Moto Heads, but our lead is dwindled down to a second. And we're going to have 2 laps left. We got the 2-lap board. We just got to hold it together. He is right there. All right, hit our marks. Quad here. Ooh, oh, came up short. Still kind of pulled it off. And we lost some time. He is right there. You can see his shadow behind us there. Oh, he's probably going to double into that. And we're about to get the white flag. What a race. What a night of racing. This is so fun. Last lap. We got about a second lead. Not even that. And it's between us two. There's nobody else really in this fight. At least for the lead, I mean. Okay, into the whoops here for the last time. Still with barely a second lead. And right here's where he probably doubled. Oh, we kind of messed that up. Going for the bigger line. And still getting that inside. Oh, I think we got this. We got the win. Moto Sensei right behind us right there. And then Keto, the Florida Roadrunner in fourth, getting by Saucy Nuggets. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and check out the overall results. We lucked our way into first place in this one with 3-1-1 finishes, 5 points overall. Then Keto with 1-2-3 scores with 6 points. Nuggets with 2-3-5. Tied with Moto Sensei, who had 4-4-2 for 10 points. Nuggets wins the tiebreaker. Florida Roadrunner, Fankster, Moto Monster Lane, and the hazardous Mr. Hizzle, respectively. Thank you very much for joining us, Moto Heads, and we will see you in the next Moto.